Hi, this is Hawkeye King Tuck, and today is the second video, most likely. But this is the start of the series I mentioned in one. If you didn't watch that, then you don't need to watch that, but I put that and just went quit this now. But yeah, it's Redstone commands in Minecraft Science. Now I'll still explain it and how. Okay, that bug's annoying. But this is Ray Start. And this is my fourth time doing it. It's only one that I actually planned on posting it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm posting the last video. So, yeah, I guess you knew that. But and it is going to be first because I'm rendering it right now. So it might be laggy. But yeah, let's just get into episode... Okay, that bug's getting annoying, and I know it's a bug. But anyway, we're going to start with redstone dust. You might know this, but it's an electrical wire that will power stuff when it goes on. I'm using that because it's easy to tell it's powered. And yeah, it's a curve that can power stuff. It can power stuff that's underneath block it's placed on. It can power block it's pointing into. Stop powering, which basically means anything other than redstone dust take input. Everything else produces hard power, but that's later. Basically, you can't take redstone output line from this. And yeah, and then this, say like you had it like this. And say I powered it from here, because this is hard powering, the redstone dot will power all of them. Or actually it's cross now. And the dot will power nothing except block underneath it. Wait, that. See? So, yeah. Now, on to the basics. Another basic. I'm not going to be covering observer here during this video. So yeah. But yeah, the repeater. Oh, and I'll get into that part in this section. But, so redstone has a 15 block signal strength. And a repeater can reflect that. I have to count, or I might not. So see this? You can put a repeater like this. Doesn't power anything. But just out the handy redstone lamp. Not powered. But then this. Powered. Also hard powered block, which means say took an output from this and take off this diamond block. It can take output from redstone. Redstone can take output from this. And the most useful is it has delay. So let's just accept this example. So see how that turns on later? And that turns off first. That's delay, which is in the tick-based system. That is it's 10 ticks per second, and then you can also get game ticks, but that's a bit more complicated. And then also that is shorter than this, and that's even longer, and that's the longest you get with single or repeater. And that's really useful to do more complicated like timings and stuff that isn't just power everything. Now let's piston. I just wasn't recording. That's annoying. But let's just go in. So pistons are, when they're powered, they push blocks, but do not pull them. And sticky pistons, when they're powered, they push and pull. They push them, and when they're depowered, they pull them. And except when they're one tick pulls, they will fit. They won't retract or block that time, unless you're playing Bedrock. And this is a guide for Java, but just make that clear. And did I do repeaters? I don't know. I had a weird glitch. I think, yeah, repeaters was in the same text as Husband Duck. Question lamps, power when they're powered. And note blocks will play a note from based on when they're powered or hit in survival mode from one, well, I don't actually know the range, but based on block underneath them. Somewhere over there I have full chart, but I'm not going to go into that much detail. And TNT, when powered, it blows up. Really useful, but you probably already know all that. And I'll get into TNT duplicators and stuff in later videos, probably. And target blocks are, well, output different redstone inputs based on where you hit them at. Well, different redstone power. You can probably see difference there. But, and also, the best part, they're solid blocks that redirect redstone signals. Bring out the trusty lamp. Just look at this. That is probably, in my opinion, the best part about target blocks. So, in case I have another disaster, let's go! Huh? That was the bug. Anyway, I've gotten it flipped it out. All those things. And I think I need a cover. I haven't covered the observer or comparator, but those kind of deserve their own videos. Well, own video together in episode 2, but because they're a bit more complicated. And so let's start with these two, which I'll tell you they are rarely used, but let's just get some. So depending on the number of entities on them, they will release a different redstone signal. And it requires more to change the heavy than it does the light. So yeah. And it's all the way up at max. Oh, 5. And heavy, the same, except like all those only do 1. And then these two are pretty simple. The button, this will release a 10-tick pulse, aka 1 second, I think. This will release 15, which is 1.5 seconds. And this one can also be hit by a bow and arrow. There's that one. And let's do levers. Will power. Oh, and when they're hit by an arrow, they'll power forever. But until they're for 1 minute till they're is off them. 1 minute because arrows despawn after 1 minute. But lever gives this huggable output. When you right click them, it'll power. When you right click again, it'll depower. And pressure plates, when you're on them, they power. When you step off, a short delay, they'll turn off. Wooden does the same, but with more entities, like items. Huh? I don't know. Putting a dispenser. Wait, let's do droppers too. A dropper, when powered, let's just get, I need to get stuff. either. But when powered, it will fire out its item as a item. Dispenser does the same for certain things like TNT or eject them specially. Boom! Boom! And then this is also like arrows, potions, spawn eggs, stuff like that. Then trap chests give output when you open them. It's really light. I'm pretty sure I changed it. See, it's slightly lighter color. I think more players opening it, the more that it's just, I have a couple of mods. But see, it's powered. And then I think it's more for when it's the more people, but I'm not certain about that, but I think so. Daylight detectors detect light level, so, well, I think it's daylight, so let's do times at midnight. Now, no output. Times at noon, output. And you can also change it so that it'll detect darkness. And then the final one, the hopper. The hopper is a super useful item that will pick up items that are dropped on it and move items into containers that's pointed into. It will go like that transferred. I can put it in and it'll go over here. I can do that. And it went here. Not if, like, say there's a container on top of it, it'll take stuff out of this container and put it, and just take it along. And so that is it. Episode 1 of Redstone Commands in Minecraft Times. In the next episode, we'll be going through the more complicated components, and like those two, and maybe a couple of and some simple circuits that you can use. So, well,